again with another episode on the Sierra Cosy build. Just on a recap of where we're all our bits are awaiting fitting. Rear diff is partially built up. It's with the front subframe. A few bits painted, ready to go. The car itself painted, under seal, grav text, painted the underside so it's ready for bits to be bolted back on now. We are going to be changing the loom because the one that's in the car has been chopped up to add a immobiliser alarm. Hopefully by the end of today we'll have the new loom in. We're also going to go for getting the brake equipment fitted, brake lines, the pump and the pedals, and hopefully get some of the subframes bolted on underneath. So we're going to go for building our rear hubs up. Already put the inners in, so we're going to grease our bearings up. Just seal front and rear. Rear bearing. Rear the seal. Bearings in. So set up now for building up the rear hubs. Again, like with the front, you have a right hand and a left hand thread. So your right hand standard thread is going to go on your driver's side rear. So the first thing is you've got your disc covers and your actual hubs. Mount them.
One is 2022, so this year, and we'll just get that out. There it is, and then one is 2023, so next year, and then we've got a little bit of 2024 as well on the desk that we can mark up to. So the question is, how long will this just last? So I've got 2020, 2023, 2024, and in just a moment we'll try and work it out.
our little brake retaining clip. All the hook built up, ABS sensor for the rear. There's two. So that's one hub built up, ABS sensor is on, clipped in. Mount the disc up. And I've got the rear hub on this side built up, new disc on. Brake lines are all done now. Managed to get them ones remade. Clips in. ABS sensor all clipped up. Move on to the other side now. So final job now on the rear subframe is drive shafts to mount. Then we're going to look at getting it mounted to the car. We've also got brake lines, fuel tank, a few other bits to go on underneath. So we'll get on with this and then we'll start mounting some stuff up.
No, that was brilliant, and I think people would realise that this song is what, Brianna? It has been great to chat, Brianna. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Thank you for that. Have a good one.
So I'll get all the bolts in first, so we're not having to try and get it past the CV boot. There we have it now. Drive shafts on. It's the rear end, complete, ready to mount to the car. The only thing we need now are the springs, which I've had to order again. We've had some delivery issues. Going back to the car. And now we're going to start mounting lines underneath. So we're now ready to start. Bolting things to the underside. what we've done, we've riv nutted the mounts for the fuel tank. Just makes it a bit easier than fitting it. New tank strap, new tank, the original fuel sender in on our neck, and we've got the brake lines to go in with new clips. Rear diff set up so we can lower the car down onto it, and then we've got some fuel lines on the brake line to fit as well. New set of clips. So for the brake line, that tees off up here and goes to your two hoses, which are going to be clipped into there. So and then you've basically got a T-piece. So I'm going to follow down the car and then all the way along these clips. So the fuel clips are shaped so that they come onto the body. Once you've put the pipes in, you screw a screw in, and it basically goes straight and then clamps your pipes so that they can't come out. We've now got fuel lines, brake lines, all clips in. Got a couple more clips just to sort out at the front. And then there's one at the rear, which goes into there, which will then clip all three of them together. But we've not got that, so I've ordered that. So they're all up, so then we're going to go for getting the rear beam mounted. So we're just going to drop the ramp down onto it, and hopefully everything lines up. We've not got the spring. So we have had a couple of camera issues, but we've now got the rear beam on the car, just sat on a couple of stands. We've mounted the rear diff mount and brought that up just to take, because that takes the weight off the centre, which keeps your arms square. We've mounted the rear anti-roll bar, so we've still got front and strut tops loose. One thing we did want to say, with all the comments from the other videos, there was a couple of things pointed out. So the bushes in both ends of the rear arms, we did buy poly bushes for them, but we didn't fit them because basically they ruined the ride, so we fitted the original bearing style bushes that they come with from the factory. Also this bolt here on the outer from factory is fitted, bolt from this side, not on this side. What happens there is if you ever have to remove the arm in situ, once it's up here, you undo it, you can't withdraw the bolt because it hits off the sill. So we spin them bolts round just for future, just to future proof it basically. If it does ever need to come out, it doesn't mean cutting the bolt heads off, replacing the bolt. You can just obviously take it out, reuse it. So we're now going to put some springs in and get the rest of it mounted to the car. So we now have the car sat roughly where it wants to go. What you have is on the top of the poly bush, or going through the poly bush, is this sleeve. That wants to sit inside the hole on the chassis, which will make it locate. And then we have a plate which goes over the bottom and bolts up to these 2 bolt holes here on the chassis as well. So just to aid getting that where it wants to go, on podging bar, that's going to go up. That'll just help us to move it round a bit. So as we lower the lift down now, so I've got the lift lowered most of the way down. Still needs to go forward slightly, so it will take a bit of manoeuvring. Start pulling the lift down slowly, bit at a time. Go on. Right. Bull's gone with 19 mil top. Is that on it, yeah? Yeah. Ah. Right, lower it down a bit. Right, lower it down. Go on. Roll it down. Now the underside, rear, 90% complete. Tank on, rear diff, subframes mounted. We've got a new set of calipers on the way. They should be here within the next hour. They can be mounted. We're also waiting for that. We're going to do a little bit on the front end. We've also got the engine for the car, which did have a rebuild before the car was stored, but that's going to get a full once over, tidy up, everything checked over. We have the gearbox minus the bell housing, which we're trying to source. I know one of our followers has mentioned someone that we might possibly be able to get one off. We're going to try and get into contact with them this week and attempt to get a bell housing for that. We've got 9 wheels, but a few of them are damaged. Some of them are in really good condition, so we will see. Basically try and make a full setup and get any that need refurbishing refurbished. And then back to the front end, where we're now going to look at mounting our shockers and then getting that mounted to the car. So what we've got now, a nice shiny front struts. So we're going to put all them together now, with everything clean as we go along. First up, the bump stop. We have a little plastic disc. Dust cover. And our new springs. Sorry. New spring first with the pigtail down. And our dust cover. Then got our freshly powder coated top hat. Locates onto the spring. As you can see now, it's going to need compressing, so what we're going to do, so next item to go on there is a little roller bearing, which we'll pack with a bit of grease. Insert that in the top part. We've currently got a spring compressor, and someone's kindly borrowed my spring clamps and not returned them. So I'm going to nip to the garage next door and compress that. Top hat's going to go on, nut's going to go on. Get all that pressed down. Do the same with the other, and then we'll have 2 completed shocks. So we're going to do a bit of work in the engine bay. The old loom's coming out. That's been chopped and had immobilisers and trackers and all sorts wired in. So we've got another full loom. So we're taking the headlining out. I'm going to remove the loom. And then we're going to start fitting the new loom all this. And we can do a bit on the interior then as well. So, whilst we've got the roof lining out, we've removed the old rotten sunroof that was still in there.
Sure.
As you can see, that's well past its sell-by date.
From the absolute unicorn.
And then this one is absolutely mint.
Got a bit of surface in there, but minor.
So we'll get that fitted.
Yeah. What was that? Black?
And then we'll slide on the rungs, yeah? So we get to that point and we have to So we've now got our nice shiny new rear calipers. We're going to use the original carriers, which we're just cleaning up now. Give them a lick of paint. Sunroof is in on the car. The original loom is out. I'm going to start running the new loom today. And I'm going to continue just building this front end up. For the front subframe, we've now got the two shockers. The steering rack will just give a lick of paint. That's going to get the new track rods, new track rod ends. We'll reuse the original boots with new clips. That's what we're on with now. So all our steering racks laid out now. Cleaned up boots, new track rods, track rod ends. Use the original nuts. So we're going to have a look building all that up. So I've got all our gear set up now to build the steering rack up. So first thing is the new track rods on. With them adjustable. Original gaiters. New track rod ends. The original nut. Set the nuts to roughly the original position and we'll get the car tracked. Just leave that loose now until it's fitted to the running gear. this all fitted today. But John will include a new loom. I'm going to straighten all that out. We're going to drag that through the car as well today. Go in position now. That won't be too. Whilst I'm doing this, don't know the struts. So they're the original bushes. One of the cars had poly bushes, so they're just a bit confusing for a second. So we've got our new poly bush to go on top of the both strut mounts. So John's going to fit them now. So you've got strut, the poly bush on, that's then going to mount into the car, poly bush on the top, and the top cap. Track on ends.
Just look for the fitting up for that girl, yeah?
Yeah. So now we're going to fit our power steering pipes. One in there.
Like myself, can identify the sounds you lost and help you find them again. Book your free hearing test at Specsavers today. And if you want a chance to win a stunning sound experience with tickets to
Hold to hold them in.
dinner and 2 nights accommodation, visit smoothradio.com.
Hello there, listen everybody, it's here. We are here to help you. Yes, better listeners to get more for your food. We are confident we for half the group of real food. Give it more.
before we fully tighten that, you've got a couple of little brackets that need to go on.
Sorry to ruin the mood, but it's no surprise you sold near good schools, nice area. Could have saved thousands with paper bricks. Comparing loans with experience first can give you a lovely lower interest rate. No, that's it. I'll leave you alone now. Or unknown.
More on the bottom.
Before you do loans, do experience first. Experience Limited is a credit broker for lending.
Come find what you love for much, much less at the late night shopping event.
For me, Christmas shopping for an early start.
For me, it's like a classic wardrobe reception.
And with an extra 20% off outlet prices on selected brands.
Your extraordinary pricing. High-end design outlet texture. Only yours heavy on one day only, October 27th.
A Gallagher Republic. An American spirit. All power. All performance. All styling. All electric. Icon.
Business Secretary Jacob Rees-Mogg and National Chair MP Jake Kelly, who stepped in
Before we
as chair.
put the bolts up on them on whilst I can stand in here,
Opposition leaders
I'm going to fit all the brake pump, pedal unit, and get the wiring loom pulled through, and then we can put the subframe on. We've now got the ABS unit in. I'm just going to clean up all the clips now. There's a couple of broken clips that are still on the pipes and on the car from being previously fitted. Reroute. Alright. Do you want all the clip? So our new clips are going there. Well, that's another damaged one, so we'll replace that one. That's all. Pipes now in position. We've got one pipe to connect on the bottom. that bit, now the pedal's going to go on. We'll mount all that.
Music mix across the Northwest.
Top in place where you get a bolt in it.
Now bolts in from the inside now. One is in the top right corner, the top left corner is really awkward.
This is Smooth Radio.
Final one is the top of the bolt bed. Last job is the pipes. So, an 11 and a 14. So we're going to do our replacement loom now. So we're just going to start drop it into the engine bay and then start feeding it all through. We've now got the loom in, brake system in. Well, this little rat's nest inside to sort out now, work out where all that goes. I think the hardest bit of running the loom is going to be getting it up the air pillars, but we'll run some draw wires and try and drag that up there. Yeah, some good progress. So that's it now for another episode. We've got wiring loom all run now roughly to where it's going. A couple of repairs to do on it. Got all the braking system mounted in, pedals mounted. Underneath we've now got the tank mounted, the rear subframe, rear diff. The back end's pretty much complete. Got front struts in. Got the front subframe ready to go on. Send it up so you can have a look. And then on the ramp behind me, we've got our next little mini project, which is my RS Turbo Series 2. Really nice green car underneath, solid, but it's got a few issues with the suspension. It's still on all original bushes, so we're going to strip all the suspension, polybush everything. It's also got a couple of minor leaks where it's been sat, such as the drive shaft seals. I'm going to do the crank seals and everything, drop the engine and give it a bit of a clean as well. So that's going to be coming soon on the channel as well. We've also got the white RS Turbo that we built previously. That's going away soon for a full tune up and a dyno run. Get that fully running and hopefully get some time out in that. So thanks for watching, please like, subscribe, follow, keep on with the comments. Obviously we like to hear from people, anything you can suggest, any help you can give us, let us know. Cheers.